What's up, YouTubers? Here's the GOAT with part 2 of my Iron Man 3 review. If you didn't see it, the movie yet, check out this review right here that my man Excalibur is putting up. That one is spoiler free because this day I'm gonna spoil it for those if you haven't seen it yet. But we're just gonna jump into it. I'm gonna start with the Mandarin himself. In the movie, it turns out that the Mandarin is actually just a puppet being used by AIM to kind of shift hate away from a lot of their actions and really their experiments and the things that they're making money from. I thought the twist was brilliant. I was really worried getting into this how they were going to do the Mandarin. His powers are really weird. His backstory is a little unorthodox. I thought they were going to tie it more into his original origin, just like the comic books, because it's actually the Mandarin who is the one behind his kidnapping that you saw in the first movie, that big attack that puts the shrapnel in his chest. All that was usually tied to the Mandarin. Now, the Mandarin is known as being Iron Man's main nemesis, his main villain. But the thing is, he really has not had that much of an impact in Iron Man's past. In fact, I'm going to say it, and you put me on record as saying this, Iron Man's best enemy has always been alcohol and Iron Man himself. That is about it. The Mandarin, what made him special is that he was different. Where Tony Stark and Iron Man's enemies are either giant robots, like in the first couple of movies, people who are using tech, super science, or even other businesses trying to take over his businesses. The Mandarin was a guy with technology that was that he wasn't ready for. It was alien technology that he broke down into these rings. Each ring did a different thing, and it made him, put his power level up there on a level that you hadn't seen in Iron Man books before. He wasn't even superhuman. He had super science, and I don't think Marvel ever really took advantage of that. It was never enough of an edge to really, book-wise, as far as writing, put him over the top as far as other enemies. So that's one thing. AIM has a big play in this movie as far as the extremists and how it's used. I mentioned that in the first video. Again, pop up, and then it's right there. AIM is the center of this movie. AIM is set up, and my only real regret is that toward the end, I feel like AIM is done. When the movie's over, they kind of kill off the bosses, they kind of kill off their plot. They didn't put enough into AIM where you feel like it's a viable organization that still may be going on, like Hydra or how it is in the comic books. Because even if you take down AIM or stop a plot that they're going to do, there's something else that's in the works. You didn't get the whole group. They didn't make the whole group as large as it should have been. I felt like it was 5 people running it, and I saw most of them die in the movie. Now, one of my biggest complaints with this movie is toward the end, that corny part with Pepper Potts, where she gets the extremist in her and she comes back and then she turns into a Superman for 5 minutes. It is so corny and just so over the top, and it didn't fit in with the action. It kind of cut into it. I was kind of disappointed with that. Thank God it's really short and it doesn't really have anything to do with. That's another thing it didn't have anything to do with anything. It kind of put me off a little bit, that little scene. I would say I would have done that completely different. I probably would have had her be injected with the extremists and then cast aside and then be pushed to that critical mass point that you see throughout the movies where people are exploding. And Tony Stark trying to talk her down from it, his best Tony Stark way, just grabbing her and making it all about himself, saying, I can't live without you, you can't die because I need you, and it being really a turning point for the movie and the character. It actually would have fit in with the ending of the movie way better than what actually went into it. With all that said, this installment is really fun. It is a solid movie. It fits into the lore of the movie universe very well. I was very happy with it. Again, I have regrets about it not tying into the Avengers or the upcoming Guardians of the Galaxy movies at all. It seems I've watched the movie twice at this point, and I'm still like going over every little ring because Marvel likes to throw these little things at you, and I just can't. There's nothing tying it together. I want to see more. There's no backlog of someone saying something offhanded or talking in the background about something else. It's just not there. I'm curious as to how they're gonna fit this installment in with the main movie, because that's what I liked about the Phase 1 Marvel movies and the first Avengers. Each movie had something separate that tied directly into that one, and it just made it more enjoyable. Maybe, just maybe, it's going to be Extremis itself, which is going to be weird to see how that fits in with Thanos and everything. So maybe the scope, or maybe everything is there and it just hasn't been really cultivated just yet. Needs time to grow. And with all the rumors about what's happening with the pay cuts and pay increases in the new movie, I'm kind of scared as far as what's going to happen down the road. But I'm sure that they're going to get this movie done. Everyone's going to get paid, and it's going to have a happy ending for all the fanboys and actors and everybody alike. But like I said, overall, I really, really enjoyed the movie. We all did here at the Comic Book Aficionados. So that's it. I would love to hear what you guys thought about the movies. Please comment down below, especially about the Mandarin thing, because I know a lot of people found it off-putting, a lot of people didn't like it, but I actually liked what it did, and it actually added a new scope to the character, at least for me. Comicbookstorelocator.com. Please support the art, please support the craft. This is the G.O.A.T. with the Comic Book Aficionados. See you guys next time.